In this video, we will introduce Android source code to Eclipse IDE. By default, Android SDK or Eclipse ADT plugin are not bundled with any Android source code for debugging. Let's see how we can attach the source code in this basic example. Here I have my app activity, which extends activity. When we're developing, it is very useful to have the source code for this activity class and to be able to look at its guts and see how it functions. But when you download and install Android in the Eclipse IDE and we step into any Android class, it will not prompt any source code attached. So let's go to ADT add-ons page for our sources. We can install the Eclipse plugin called Android Source to get the source for Android. Here I already have it in my internal web browser. The ADT add-ons, we're going to be able to see that the update site is available for us to download the Android sources jar. Here we have Android sources. So what we're going to do is copy the update site. And now in Eclipse, I will go to the Workbench menu bar. I'll go to Help, click on Install New Software, and now select Add a New Site. And now just add a name. And we can put Android sources and say OK. And now you're going to want to click and select the Android sources, and as you can see, I already have them installed. But what you want to do is click Next, accept the agreement, and then click Finish. Eclipse is going to want to restart, so go ahead and restart Eclipse. Now once that is finished downloading, we're not finished, so our sources won't be attached just yet. So we need to find the location where you installed Eclipse. So the first thing we're going to do is right click on the project and select Properties, and my Properties context button is a little bit off of the screen, but you'll have it there at the bottom. Select Properties and then select the Java build path. Select the Libraries tab and expand Android 4.4.2 and also expand the Android jar, and then select the source attachment and hit Edit. And find the location where you downloaded and installed your Eclipse. From there you want to look into the plugins directory, and in the plugins directory there's going to be com.android.ide.eclipse source, and you're going to want to select the folder that has your sources in it. It's going to have various sources in there, so each folder contains a sources.zip. So as we can see here, each one of these folders is a version of Android, and it contains its own sources. And each one of them target a specific Android version. So for example, if you develop on Android 2.3, then get the sources zip from the folder 3 and attach it to the Eclipse. So I already have mine attached, and as you can see, now I can see the source code. And this is very helpful when you're developing Android apps. This concludes our discussion of Android source code to Eclipse IDE.